Hey everybody, Jim Cowan here again from your UArts libraries for the last video in this series. And in this video, we're just going to go through a very quick example of how to put some of the things we've talked about together. And then you're off for the final activity and you're done. So that said, let's dive right in. This example comes from working with a first year writing student who had the topic of Hedwig and the Angry Inch. I like this example. I don't personally love that I find Hedwig and the Angry Inch to be a bit of a tongue twister. That said, you can see here we did our first search, general keyword search on our topic. And I left in the extra words, the and the, knowing full well that the one search was going to ignore them. And this is really just to prove a point. Doing it that way brings up 3,408 results. Doing it without the and the brings up 3,408 results. So save yourself some time when you're doing these kind of things. Don't type in words that the search engine's just going to ignore. That said, I was also curious if we did it in quotes, and much to my surprise, it dropped the results down from over 3,000 to just over 2,000. The more I thought about it, it kind of makes sense. Angry, inch, pretty common words. Hedwig, maybe not the most common name these days, at least not in our part of the world, but it's a common name in some certain ways. So I could see things being out there that mention these three words, maybe not in this exact order. So that said, we started looking at the point of 2,000 results, and the student really didn't know what they were looking for. So as we were going through our search results, I recommended they do what I always recommend people do, is keep an eye on the subject headings. And sure enough, when they discovered the subject heading of gender identity, they said, yeah, that's what I think I'd like to talk about in this paper. So now we used what I mentioned before, our advanced search. And we went in there, we added gender identity. We also know it's a subject term. So rather than just leaving it to the computer to find any mention of gender identity, we searched it as a subject term. And that means that somebody read this article, or the author said about this article, it talks enough about gender identity that it's not just going to mention it briefly, it's a subject. It's a huge part of the article. And in doing that, we dropped our search results down to 20 results. So now the student only had to look through about 20 results to find some articles. In this instance, we were lucky or happy, if you will. They found enough articles, they were happy, and they moved on. Sometimes you might knock it down to 20 and say, ooh, that's not enough results. At that point, you can change the subject term back to select any field or keyword, if you will, and you'll probably get more results. That's just the hunt of it, the detective work of it, just kind of experimenting and seeing what different results you'll get. That was my very quick example. So now I set you free to go into our databases and see if you can find an article that you like. Keep an eye on the search string that you use because we want to record that in the activity sheet, and then just grab a citation. And that's it, you're done. If you have any problems doing this, please don't hesitate to drop me an email at jcowan@uarts.edu. And of course, going forward, you know, that might have seemed very quick and very easy. I do this all the time. So that's what we're here to do, is to help you all out. So if you get stuck, if you're having problems, please don't spend 2 hours trying to do research, only then to say contact a librarian. Play around for 10 or 15 minutes. And if you can't find things, if you're having trouble, if you don't know what database to look into, please come to talk to us. We are here to help. That said, I should be visiting your class one more time, take a look at the activity sheets to see what you found, and I look forward to seeing you then. Again, if you have any problems, I'm here, and good luck.